Alright, welcome back YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. I got some plays for you today out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. This is my favorite playbook. If you follow my channel last year, I've said it a million times, this is the playbook that I use. It's to me the best playbook in the game, and it was last year as well. They went ahead and they made it even better this year by adding a lot of really great stuff. They took out a little bit, not too much that I'm really upset about it, but for the most part, this book just got even stronger and got even better. So I decided to make my first ebook of the year out of this. If you guys want to get that, links in the description are below. You can purchase a full breakdown video of this right now on YouTube. There's a link for that. There's also a link for my Patreon. You get unlimited ebook access for every ebook I put out every month for the Patreon subscribers. And then, like I said, my personal website, you can buy the Ravens ebook right now. So this is going to be the first video. It's kind of a preview video, but it's also going to be a really long release video on my Patreon as well. There's going to be several parts to this because this really is, there's really two formations that look identical. You got the single back wing pair, which you have the running back lining up right behind the quarterback, and then you go to the gun and you have the gun wing pair. So there's a few differences, but I'm going to shoot this all as one full-length part video because they look practically identical. Your opponent's not really going to know what's going on unless they really pay attention to the position of the running back. But you can run these two series together and really make an offense that would work throughout the entire game. So first I'm going to start off with what my favorite play is out of this, and it's the Jet 6 drive. There's a Jet 6 drive on both, but they're run differently. So I'm going to show this one right here. We're going to go ahead and pick that. Then we're going to just go, this is a big formation, so your opponent is going to have to match. They're going to have to come out in something heavy like a 3-4. So we'll go ahead and we'll pick that. So it's a real simple setup. All I'm really going to do here is motion West out. And if it's a man coverage, he's going to beat whoever's in front of him. If it's a zone coverage, you're just paying attention to the inside zone, which is the guy standing in front of West. If he hesitates the slightest bit, West is going to be open right away in the flats if you bullet pass it and pass lead it out a little bit. If he doesn't react to West, if he reacts to West and he doesn't react to Wallace, then Wallace is open right away. So let's go ahead and let's run it one time like this. You see there, Wallace right up the seam. He didn't react to him, so he's wide open. I think he fumbled there at the end. But this, if you have a fast running back, this is a really deadly man beater option, which is really what I'm hoping to get here anyway. So there, it's not actually a man. It was actually a shallow zone, but you see it still works the same way. Man's going to work even better. So that's one way to run it. Your other options on the other side, you have a tight end that's going, the red tight end right there, the X route is really good. And he has a tight end underneath him doing the same thing, which is one of those two should be open every time as well. There, I'm going to take this guy's going to be the check down. He's going to come open underneath everything. I was looking for the deeper tight end though. Pretty much everybody gets open here except for the R1 route, which is a really good man beater too, by the way. But I'll show you a way to get him open as well. It's just based off of you know, what you want to do. There, that was just a heavy blitz. Come on, bro, give me a block, A7. Where the hell are you running? Yeah, basically everything will get open here somewhere along the line. I'll show you another variation of this in a second. And man, they're just like letting this guy just go like way underneath. Can we get a block 17? Yeah, yeah. Let's go. But another way to do this, you motion him to the other side, and this is kind of glitchy because he actually stops right here, and this is a cluster F. I'm not even gonna, you know what I mean? Like these guys, they all get in each other's ways coming out of the break, so that's not the way to do it. You have to actually motion him again, and this is actually kind of a unique look. If you leave him like this, it takes a little while, but for some reason, he doesn't really get reacted to as well when he comes underneath like that. Yeah, sometimes if you do it like that, West will get open right up the middle, but I'm not really saying run it like that. What I would like to say is it's better to run it like this. This is a cover 2 beater way that'll play off of the R1 Williams route, or you can just put them on a streak and then it'll work a little bit better against cover 3s. Doing it this way will essentially make Wallace a little bit ineffective on the other side, but it'll open up Watson. So basically whatever side you motion the running back to will open up the route that he's accompanied with. So let's go ahead and let's run this in a little cover 2 concept. You can see how he dropped down low, so the tight end's open wide for what I'll call a touchdown, even though I don't think he made it in. But that's it. I mean, this running back makes the whole play, and like I said, he does have a slight tendency to get open, even if you don't make the adjustment. So this is really, you know, you just have to pre-read. Like here, I think that was a man. I'm not really sure. That's a really good man beater route. That tight end will beat man all by itself. Yeah, your tight ends over the middle too with Boyle and Watson are really good man beaters too. They're really good zone beaters, everything. I mean, they just have a little bit of everything. I don't know what that was, cover 2, cover 3, I'm not sure. Yeah, if you see a single high safety, You know, in man, which a lot of people are running, I have like a 4-6. That's probably something that somebody would run against a look like this. It's just going to get open. You know, everything here is just going to destroy it. So this is a perfect play for that. Now you can see how the single back wing pair, you have the same Jet 6 drive, but since the flanker on the left is just going straight, you can't really run it the same way. But I do find that the best run plays are in the single back wing pair as opposed to the gun. So I'll show you a good run play here. The halfback stretch is usually the best one, so we'll go and we'll pick that. Alright, so this play is real simple. All you're really going to do is motion over this tight end. They're shifting away, which they typically won't do, but you know, your opponent won't do. But it's just going to give you a little bit of edge blocking. And then if I could have got that edge there, I do really mess that up. But that would look like a touchdown there for a minute. I find it's not the worst idea to flip the play too sometimes, run to the open side. As you can see, they're just kind of naked over here. A lot of people are going to be over shifting to the right because of all the blocking. But that's really up to you. So I would say it's kind of like a counter. Like if I could have a pulling guy, it'd be nice, but I don't have that. So there you see, I motion the guy out. That's just a good way to confuse your opponent, and they still have the naked over, or you know, just kind of naked on the other side. So that's a really good way to go. You can run it just like this too. You don't have to motion anybody out. You see how the line pulls. There's a lot of good cutback lanes too, because for whatever reason the whole team shifts that way. I find that it just really opens up lanes in the middle. I find that it just really opens up lanes, cutback lanes, right up the center, like here, and we get our first touch. But look at this, it's like an avalanche of blocking. Like everybody just flows out, and you just really, it's kind of an easy run. Did this dude fumble? Did this guy fumble my football? Like I said, I'm still a big fan of just flipping it too. And just getting to the edge. Catch your opponent with their pants down type of deal. I find that if you motion out that tight end to the corner, he kind of fails on his blocks anyway. Man, is that Shazier chasing me the whole way? That Shazier can't catch me, bruh. I really think flipping it and running it to the open side might be one of the more consistent ways, as long as you have a speed advantage and get to the edge. It's really hard for these linemen to catch up. Another really good run play is the 0-1 trap. I'll go ahead and I'll pick that. This year there's no adjustments to make. I find that you can really get some nice lanes here though. And I was about to say I broke that outside. First run, a little shake and bake, making it happen. It's really not the best option to sprint right away. You kind of got to poke through and find your holes. Now there, I should have sprinted, but it's all good. It was there. The hole was there. It's a good front seven I'm trying to run through right now, and they're really stacking the box heavy, but this is a good play. I feel, some good holes. I'm not quite hitting them. Good job by Harrison there. Good linebacking crew holding it down. Can't say that the Ravens necessarily have the best offensive line either, but it's a pretty good line. But you can see how I'm consistently getting holes. I mean, there's definitely big runs to be had. Any trap play has been good for a long time now, and this is no exception. Except you have a big, stacked line for your blocking, which is important. And we're just meandering. I could have went left there, probably got a bigger play. But this is a bread and butter play. I mean, you can run this play, down the field, just control the game. We're just getting some serious holes here. I'm trying to make a guy miss there. Once I get to the point where it's two safeties splitting me, Yeah, I'm getting a good hole of the gut every time here. I see another one right there. This just kind of creates holes. Oh no, man! It was just that one safety forced me over. I'll show you a pass play to mix in with this motion too. Oh! Look at them giant holes! Look at them giant holes! All right, we're gonna move on. We'll keep showing the run plays. We'll just show the inside zone. Obviously, inside zone's another one of the more popular ones out there. Motioning this guy over, I feel, is important, but it's up to you. You don't have to do the motion, but you see how he gets to that level there. He slowly held on. Didn't quite get to that block the way I want, but it's good either way. I mean, you don't need that motion. You see, I just ran it just so. It's still one of the better. Oh, look at these moves! Look at these moves! You doesn't even know. He doesn't even know how dirty that was. That was crazy. So let's we're not getting the best run every time, but you can see there's some definitely big holes going on. Alright, so that's it for part one of what's essentially two formations. Like I said, there's a full breakdown video of the Ravens available now, as well as ebooks available. All that stuff's in the description below if you want to figure out which one you want to do. And that's it. Thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, sniffing out the Madden cheese as always. I got part two of my Ravens single back / gun formation because they're incredibly similar. The wing pair and the gun wing pair, like I said, they're essentially the exact same thing with a slight difference. So I went ahead and threw them both in to one series. I'll pop a link for a little montage for the part one if you guys want to check that out. All right, next up we're going to show the halfback power. We'll go ahead and we'll pick that. So let's just run this a couple times. And you can see here there's a nice big hole right up the center. This is not an outside run like the stretch. Like there, look at that giant hole. Come on, bro. Oh my goodness, 98. Where you come from? Yeah, this one here, you're kind of just like going down the line looking for, oh come on, bro. Just going looking for holes, and my man makes a little bit of a play there. And we get a touchdown. Oh, wow. Next up in the single back wing pair, we got the PA Sprint halfback flat. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put R1 in an out route and then smart route it. And that just kind of completes the flood to the one side. As you can see, hopefully I get a good throw here to Boyle. Nice catch. Comes back to the ball. But that's going to get one of those guys open every time. I also like to put Watson here on a slant. And he just kind of works across the field. He helps to have as a blocker too. But, you know, that's really up to you if you want to do that. It might be a little bit overkill. The running back's the first read. If it's there, take it. I like to cancel the play action because I find it's a little bit detrimental to the play. But Boyle there, you can see how he gets open deep. And then your check down. This is one of the better routes for a check down, what Wallace is doing. As I'm waiting for him to clear there. There we go. That's a good route. It's not necessarily a check down. It's a good read. I don't want to say like he's just a check down. But this is like cover 3. So I'm going to put Watson on this cover 3 beater. Actually, it was a man coverage, so I was way wrong. And I was just waiting for Watson to, Wallace to clear there. Wallace is a really good route. I don't want to say like he's just a check down. It's a good route. So let's go ahead and let's rock this a couple more times. Getting a lot of man looks. And Wallace is going to be dirty against man. Let's go. Let's get that touch. Let's get that touch. Touchdown. It's weird how everybody runs man this year considering it's as bad as it ever was. And we got Wallace clearing again there. Tried to throw it a little bit faster. I don't know what happened. He had a bigger hole. I don't think I hit Williams yet. Like I said, he's just... You know, Williams will force him to pass off the other guy to the safety. Yeah, you kind of got to run a Mabel concept to an extent to stop this play because there's so much different levels of players going on here. As you can see, one of them's going to get open every time. This one is the R1 route. Make a guy miss. Almost get a touchdown. I'm going to say it was a touchdown anyway. Move on. Next up, we got the PA X Burst Cross. Pick that. We'll go ran 3-4. This right here, all you really want to do is put R1 on a drag. Boyle there, I think he's best as a pass blocker. I don't want everybody, you know, I would like somebody to stay back in. Wallace there, that's not really a route I'm going to look at. So it's really up to you if you just want to streak him. He's just there to pull coverage. But you got 3 reads over the middle. This is like a flood to the center. My running back here is really good. I mean, you can see everybody's pretty much open there. Not the best move, a little bit early. But this play here is really just, you know, it's like I said, center flood. You see how, you know, everybody was dropping down because those linebackers are reading responsibility of the low routes, and that really works to leave, you know, the deeper route open more often than it really should be. Here's your one route getting open on the drag. Like I said, one of these will get open every time. You have 3 levels of passing here. And I'm not really I'm not taking any heat because I have a decent amount of blocking too, which is nice. Oh, he actually dropped back, but it was too late. It's hard for them to react. Good move. It's hard for them to react to the deeper route last second. And this is a good route, I mean, like, or a good play because you get to leave the tight end back to help pass block, which is nice. I'm not seeing any protection issues. As you can see, these guys are just pulling open underneath everything. Yeah, I find this is better blocking than typically you would get from a running back as far as a pass block goes. And there I throw it up to Wallace because he had inside position. Man, we're going to run this one more time. Yeah, tight end actually was catching up there. The running back. I don't want that. I want spacing, but it's whatever. So we'll go ahead and move on. This next play is really in both. It's the 4 verticals, but if you do it in the single back version, it's called the where's it at here? It's called the tight end attack, but it's essentially the same play. I'm going to do it out of the gun because I like the motion, the running back out, and I think it's a better position out of this. So we'll take that 4 verticals. So I'm just going to motion out, and you really got 2 options. You can put him on a slant, which if somebody reacts to him, I'd say slant's best way to go. If somebody doesn't react to him, I'd say just put him on an out route. But I put him on a slant and then put Wallace here on an out route, and then that's your look. You got 3 really good options there. I'd say 4 really good options if you count the tight end. That's a man cover, man press. So the running back gets off, makes a play over the middle. Like I said, this is the same setup you would run the other play. So here I got, I think I got my man beaten up top. Actually, got one-on-one. So I got to take that all day. It's not really a part of my read progression, but you always have to be aware of that. So, but it's really about Boyle, the X route, and the running back. Although he cut a little bit late there. Yeah, this play is really all about West and Boyle. And if it's cover 3, I think that Williams is a decent option, cover 3 zone. And there, I just snuck that over his shoulder. That was good coverage, man. Being chased down. I think that was Ryan Shazier. Hard to get separation against one of the fastest backers in this game. And you see Boyle there. I mean, they just play off one another really well. So that's it. I'm going to go ahead and move on. Call that the end of videos. That's it for part 2. If you guys want to see the rest, it'll be on my Patreon, or like I said, you should get the whole ebook. It's definitely worth it. There's hundreds of money plays in this book. It's a really phenomenal book. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Madden Money Shit out.